Now there's two reasons you clicked on this video. Either 1, you're a little bitch, or number 2, you're a little bitch. Sorry, I lied. There's only one reason you clicked on this video, because you're a little bitch and you don't know how to play Nevermore yet. What even is Nevermore, you may be saying? Well, fucking shut up, I'm about to get there. Step 1, take all of your D&D books and throw them out the fucking window, then burn them. Burn them with gasoline. Step 2, stop being a little bitch and start reading the Google Docs, dumbass. Step 3, play the fucking game.
But how do I play? I'm confused still. Don't you think it would be good if you made an interesting and funny video explaining to players how to play the basic game?
You know what? Fuck it. Fine! This is a fool's guide to Nevermore. You're welcome. Step 1, take your dice and burn them too. Burn them in oil! Except for the D20, that's necessary. Step 2, create a fucking character. Let's start with the races. The big boy. Like, how big do you want your bahonkadunks and your jigglywigs? Answer me! Before you choose a race, you have to look over the race, because of course you do, you stupid. Every race has a weakness. What's a weakness, you may be saying? If you're weak to something, that means you take double damage when getting dealt with that type of damage. Some races don't like getting stabbed, while others find it kinky. You might see this thing called BD with 3 numbers next to it. That's your fucking base damage. This is the minimum to maximum amount of damage you can deal. What? But it's so small, you may be saying. You gain +1 to your base damage every fucking level you level up. Just listen, you little... If you roll a 3 to a 9, you deal the least amount of damage. If you roll a 10 to 14, you deal the middle number. And 15 to 19 is the higher number. If you roll a 1 or a 2, that's a miss. A 1 is a critical fail. If you roll a 20, that's a critical hit, and you deal double damage. Keep this base damage in mind, because we're going to be talking about it later. Each race also has a race ability. This can be anything from a bonus to an actual fucking ability, like being able to fucking fly. Your HP is no longer based on your stupid class, because that's a stupid ruling. Your HP is based on your fucking race. Now here are all the base races, just so you know what the fuck to do, you indecisive little... Humans are your basic bitch battle bud. Elves are less like Legolas and more like Peter Parker. Dwarves, big brain, small dick. Orcs, big brain, big dick. Trolls, you are either an ancient wizard or a murder hobo. Goblin, no one trusts you, and for good fucking reason. Dragonkin, you're a dragon. That's pretty hot. Verdan, you are either an edgy rogue or a misunderstood cleric. Ane, even though you're a literal angel, everybody hates you. Also for good reason. Manere, monkey. Nymphs, you wanna fuck a mermaid. Kikas, you are built for murder and probably watch murder documentaries in your free time, you basic. Saul, you're a lizard boy. Also, you're a kleptomaniac. Hopefully you're happy with those races, because those are the only races that are in the game so far. I might update it later since Nevermore is actually not quite complete. But fuck it, I'm making this video anyway. Don't fucking tell me what to do. Not my bedtime yet. Now that you got your race, it's time for a class. The whole point of me making Nevermore was I wanted it to be incredibly variable, meaning you can play the same race or same class multiple times in a row and be completely different. But no one gives a shit about intelligence and creativity, so I'm just going to give you a basic rundown. Soldier, you want to stab people or be Captain America. Viking, you want to be a barbarian but not necessarily have rage. Rogue, you want to stab people or be a pirate. Adventurer, you want to be Spider-Man. Wizard, you want to be a wizard. But now you can also be an evil wizard. Bard. Unfortunately for you, this isn't D&D. Your bard is not a sex machine anymore, but instead a respected member of society. I'm sorry, you fucking cleric. You want to heal, but also throw the sun at people. Paladin. A paladin, but you can be neutral. Blazin, an evil paladin, but you can also be neutral. Druid. You like stabbing shit, but with nature. Warlock. It's actually diverse in this game, what the fuck? Sorcerer. Not gonna lie, my favourite class, which means it's the best class, and if you don't choose Sorcerer, you little pussy ass bitch. Now that you have your class and your race, it's time for you to figure out your stats. In Nevermore, they're called attributes, and there are 6 of them. Strength, how hard you can kick the big bad evil guy in the dick. Agility, parkour. Dex, stealth and stabbing. Cunning, charisma on crack. Intelligence, brain. Health, anti-death. You start with 20 attribute points to put into any of these categories. If there are 5 points in a single category, you get 1 modifier. Modifiers are incredibly important as you add them to whatever roll. Let's say you put 5 attribute points into agility. That means your next agility roll, you get a +1 to whatever you roll on the d20, which can be very, very useful. You get an attribute point for every level you level up. And if you want to know more about attributes, look at the fucking Google Doc. Combat, everyone's favourite part of the game. This is where you get to stab shit. When in combat, you roll for initiative, which is an agility type roll. The person with the highest roll gets to go first. The person with the lowest roll gets to go last. The monster, or monsters, also have to roll. To make it easy on your DM brain, however, you can group enemies together for a single roll. In combat, you get 3 actions, which can be either a movement, a bonus action, or an action, similar to that fucking game D&D. You can sacrifice your next turn's movement or bonus action for a reaction, allowing you to block, defend, or dodge out of an enemy's attack. There's a bunch of different rules, but still, look at the Google Doc, you illiterate bastard. And now you have everything you have to play Nevermore. Join the Discord to play Nevermore, please.